Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome. I am so thrilled to see all of you today. All 2,000 plus participants are in the room. Woo-hoo. You know, and as I look out at this room, I feel the energy and I feel the excitement about the next 3 days. And I can say with complete confidence, based on what we've experienced and witnessed over the past 2.5 years, the CDFI industry is strong. Opportunity Finance Network is strong. And there is so much more to do. So much more we can do. So OFN is first and foremost a membership organization. Today, OFN counts almost 390 CDFIs in our membership. We exist, yay, deserves an applause. We exist to strengthen the CDFI industry, so together we can reach our goals of equity, justice, and economic opportunity for all. I'm proud to serve as chair of OFN's committed board of directors elected by the membership. Yahoo! It's been a wonderful journey. I get to work with these talented group of CDFI executives to set the overall priorities of the organization. So please join me in recognizing and thanking the members of the OFN Board of Directors. And they are all in the room. I'm also proud of the OFN staff. In particular, our interim president and CEO, Beth Lipson. Woo, Beth. I'm grateful to Beth for stepping into this leadership role as the board conducts a search for a new permanent CEO. Of course, everyone misses Lisa Mensah. Her passion, her energy, her creativity made her a force to be reckoned with, and still so. But I know that we are in utterly capable hands. Thank you, Beth, and every member of the OFN staff. With the board's encouragement and full endorsement, OFN is delivering on a new strategic plan that is concise, concrete, and squarely focused on the pillars of money, strength, voice, and operations. The plan recognizes the many changes that have taken place in this industry, the country, and the world. Together, we are ready to invest in the changes that will have even greater impact in the communities that we serve. And now you. This is the largest conference in OFN's history, which means this is the largest gathering of CDFI practitioners in history. This is fantastic to see all of you here. You, our attendees, come from 49 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and Canada. Wow, so welcome again. 852 of you are attending the OFN conference for the very first time. And to all of you, I say welcome, welcome, welcome. You represent more than 370 certified CDFIs and more than 100 funders and investors. So how about that? So, thanks to all of you for joining us this week. This in-person conference is long overdue, and we all know just how much has happened since we last gathered. I invite you now to turn your eyes to the screens while we reflect on what that time has meant.
Overnight, COVID-19 created a tailspin. Small businesses had to shut their doors without any clear plan to reopen. The threat of permanent closure was very real and very imminent. Lives and livelihoods were on the line.
It became clear to us that COVID would be one of the biggest threats to small businesses that we'd ever seen. And we were going to need to move fast, to move quickly and boldly.
The Small Business Administration launched the Paycheck Protection Program. They designed it with mainstream banks in mind. Most community development financial institutions were not eligible to make PPP loans. And because they weren't, many businesses in low income, low wealth, and minority communities had nowhere to turn.
So many of our native small businesses don't operate within the scales of how the program was set up through mainstream America banks. I was fearful at the time that a lot of our small businesses would be left out.
So all of this is happening every day. I don't really remember sleeping. I just remember every day kind of navigating through the different groups and trying to help wherever I could.
The SBA responded with initial reforms to make more CDFIs eligible as PPP lenders, including $12 billion in dedicated funding. Even at the start of the crisis, CDFIs had some powerful advocates.
So we wanted to use our platform to try to find a way to get money into the hands of those small businesses who really need it. And so we first started by committing $25 million to help community development financial institutions to get money into very small businesses, particularly in underserved communities and places where the large retail banks might not go.
In December 2020, the right combination of policy and capital came together and unleashed the power of CDFIs to quickly and effectively get money where it needed to go.
You're an avenue for people to do what they want to do, which is to help communities and societies progress.
So we know our customers, in a special way, and so we were able to respond aggressively with a compassion for them. These are our neighbors. These are people that we see every day.
All along the way, CDFI leaders tapped into their flexibility, problem solving, and deep relationships to make sure no business and no community, no matter how small, was left behind.
Fortunately, Opportunity Finance Network connected us with the Community Reinvestment Fund out of Minneapolis. And they were able to fund those small businesses in the Native community that would have been left out.
Whomever comes to our door, we will find a program to help them. Whatever the customer needs, either we're going to provide it to them or we're going to find someone that can provide it to them.
Community lenders, including CDFIs, outperformed all other PPP lenders and ultimately lent more than twice the amount reserved for them, $34 billion. And they reached underserved businesses more effectively than every other type of PPP lender. Their role as financial first responders, working in the hardest hit communities, brought unprecedented recognition for CDFIs and powerful new supporters across government, philanthropy, and corporations.
You see, community lenders understand the value in providing access to capital directly to communities. And because they do, they add value to those communities, and by extension, to our entire nation.
Amid an economic, social, and racial awakening, some of the world's most recognizable companies met the moment and joined the movement to finance justice, forming new coalitions with a deep commitment to invest in change.
I think we need to really recognize this as a real call to action that's probably going to last for a couple decades, and we need to be moving forward and evolving accordingly.
CDFIs work tirelessly for their communities. They did so before the pandemic and will continue to do so after. It took a crisis to bring us to this moment, but by coming together to invest in change, the moment won't be wasted.
We are stronger together, and we must take this moment in time to build and scale our industry in ways that we've not done before. This is the time. The time is now. We are up for the challenge.